Give us a beat, throw some stank on it.
Make it nasty.
We did a lot of thinking about how to come back to the world this many years later, and we had a lot of thoughts over the years about how we would reintroduce the characters. So we knew a lot of what the fans had thought, because whenever we go anywhere, people tell us loudly what they think. So I think there was a lot of thought that went into something that would inspire all of us and something that the fans would like. And I'm really proud of what we came up with, a really good mix of comedy and drama.
I loved the way back in when I read the pilot episode, because obviously I was super curious about where Elliot was going to wind up. And I thought, I don't want to spoil anything, but it was such a smart way to craft the story. And then in terms of anything that surprised me about the experience of coming back and playing the character, I think there were tweaks to figure out how do we make them grounded. We got more and more broad in later seasons and kind of how to really to ground the characters. But other than that challenge, I feel like it's such a unique experience to play a character for that long, from 25 years ago, and come back and do it again with the same people in the exact same hospital set. And I think it was surprising how just like you just start doing the scenes and it feels like you're just back right in it. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how comfortable it felt.
I was surprised how there were no surprises. Coming into this, I had an idea of what I thought it would be like, and we did it. You know what I mean? A lot of it has to do with Zach. You know what I mean? He was very clear on the vision that he wanted to put through. You know, him, Bill Lawrence, Asim, when they got together, they had an idea and they followed through with it. And I'm used to that when it comes to him, when it comes to Bill. And now Asim as well, so.
This place will live forever.
We shot in an abandoned hospital back in the day that has since been torn down and made into condos. So it was challenging because this was hopefully going to be a surprise, but now people have seen the previews and such. We recreated the exact all of the sets that we shot on that were real rooms in this hospital, we recreated on stage. And so it was an enormous undertaking to completely rebuild everything that was a real hospital, because we shot all over the whole thing. And I think when we started, we thought it was going to be some tiny percentage of that, but we built a whole lot of it, and it's pretty epic. It's really weird because you know what streets are where. If you know Los Angeles, you're like looking out a fake window, and you're like, oh, that's Riverside Drive. It really... It's so real that it throws you off. It puts you. It just kind of spins you out. Sometimes you feel like you're back in the old place.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You walk out a door thinking you should be leading. It should lead into a stairwell, and you walk into a open space on a stage, and that's, when you spend 8 years in one place, and then you go and you revisit that place in a different country, but it's not really that place, but it looks exactly like that place to the T. And then I'm going to go up to the third floor, but there is no third floor. It's all one. It's really surreal.
And for me, I grew up in Vancouver, and I was so excited for these guys to come up there and shoot it there. So to drive to Scrubs, which was like my favorite job in my favorite city, was super unique.